Well,
Oh my gosh, it's Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken!
well, it's great to be here in Macon, Georgia, the fried chicken capital of the world. Well, there's more fried chicken consumed in this town than any other town that I know of. Why, there's not a live chicken within the city limits of Macon. And if we find one, well, we have a pot of lard and a sack of flour, and we'll have him for supper.
Are you really
And
moving
we've
to Macon?
also come up with our friends at Schick Razor Company a way to finally humanely defeather these morsels of pre-fried goodness. We call it the Chicken Chick. However, we have communication problems because the first container of Chicken Chick I ordered, I opened the door, sir. Oh, and it was not what I was anticipating. It was horrible. Now you can ask, boy.
Are you really moving to Macon?
Yes, Nanny Goat and I are moving to Macon. We have found a place to live first. We're going out to call our place. We call it Heaven's Little Waiting Room. And the next thing you do is you join a church. So I found my friend Hank Poyer, and I said, Hank, have you got a church for me to join? He said, I sure do. So I went and met with his preacher, and the preacher said, Colonel, we have a long-standing tradition at our church. You must abstain from relations with your wife for 2 weeks prior to joining. Well, being a man of tradition and being married to the same woman for 40 years, I said this will be easy. However, 2 weeks later we come back and we're standing there, and Bob Johnson was there. He was joining too. They said, preacher man said, Bob, how'd you do? He said, well, sir, it was difficult. You've seen my beautiful wife. I had to sleep upstairs in the spare bedroom upstairs for the second week, but we made it. He said, welcome to the church. The next couple was there. And he said, well, how did you do? And they said, well, sir, you know we've only been married 3 months. I had to sleep outside in the tent in the cold, but we made it, sir. And he said, welcome to the church. He looked at me and he said, Colonel, how did you do? And I said, oh, I'm sorry to inform you, preacher man, we have failed in our endeavor. Oh. He said, what happened, sir? I said, well, I'll tell you. Here, hold this, boy. Act like you're doing something. Nanny Goat, my wife, she reached up on the shelf for a light bulb, and I got a glimpse. But that's not when it happened. She dropped the light bulb, and then she bent over. And when she did, sir, right there on the floor, sir, is where it happened. Well, the preacher looked at me and he goes, Colonel, I'm so sorry, but you and Nanny Goat are no longer welcome back at our church. And I said, okay, that's okay, preacher man. We're not welcome back at the Ace Hardware either.